Hey, what's up, everybody?
What's going
Welcome.
on?
Good evening, everybody.
What's going on, y'all?
Come on.
Baby, this our first YouTube
Oh, I thought I did
live.
something. Yes, it is. It is. I mean, this year. This it's our first Utah.
No, we've never done a YouTube
We have.
live.
We have before. We
Have
have.
we?
We have.
Oh crap, that was when we first started Act Right Out Loud. Ain't it?
Right. Right. We went live Facebook. Facebook.
So it didn't go to our YouTube page.
No, it did not. I don't believe it
Oh,
did. I don't
well.
believe it is. So, but of course, good evening, everybody.
What's up, y'all?
I'm Jermaine.
I'm Tanya.
And
Happy
we
Monday.
happy Monday to everybody, and of course we are the hosts of the Act Right
Act Right
Out
Out Loud
Loud podcast. And we said, you know what, we're snowed in, and we was having some conversation. But first, we want to say welcome in. As you come, once you come to this room, do us a quick favor, go ahead and share this for us, because we got a little conversation we want to have.
A little conversation. I know
really,
they
really
done
fast.
seen the little caption.
The caption, at least we hope they
hope they looked at the caption.
hope they
joined
have.
on in to
Yes.
see what we are talking about. It's gonna be a good conversation.
It is.
What you think?
I'm trying to find it here because
Find what?
ask Zach right to share it.
Oh.
Yeah, to share. I just want to share it. That's all.
Well, while he's trying to share it, I am gonna go ahead and introduce the
Come on with it.
topic of
Come
the
on.
discussion for tonight.
Come on.
Is it not yet? It's 6:00. It's dark outside. We in St. Louis, y'all. We got snow. We've been snowed in since Sunday, yesterday.
So late Saturday.
Late Saturday, actually. And we got a little cabin fever because we couldn't go nowhere yesterday.
Right.
We couldn't go nowhere today.
Right.
So
it's starting to set in.
Yeah, it's starting to set in just a little bit. So we decided to have a little conversation with our subscribers and talk about some things that we're gonna be looking forward to for 2025.
Yes. But you said all that to say.
I said all that. Oh, did you just check?
No, I want to check. It wasn't. It
I'm
definitely
wasn't
a check.
Keep me on track.
I will. But before you do that, let me say this.
Now you stopping me. Keep me on track, then you stop me. Y'all see what's happening.
Well, I just want, when people come into the room, I just want them to make sure they say what's up. You know, that's all.
Your mama said when you step into the room, you speak.
At least you can do it.
At least you can do it. Speak. I mean, that's what my mama taught me. Is that what your mama taught you?
Yeah, if you walk in that room, you need to speak. Right. Right.
You don't want to know what comes after that. But today we have a great conversation. We are talking about, should couples use protection?
Oh my God, no.
Oh my God.
No. I wasn't ready.
Wait. So this is the type of conversation we about to have today.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, you come out the gate asking, should couples use protection?
Yeah, we did not research. We did not try to come up with pointers. Well, we did try to come up with some pointers because we are orderly.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes we are.
But we did want to have this conversation because it is very important to start 2025 off with important conversation.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially when it comes down to protecting yourself. You know, because a lot of people automatically think that when you are in a serious relationship or when you are in a marriage, that you don't got to protect yourself. You got to use protection.
You ain't got to protect yourself.
You
just out here. I'm just out here.
You just out here. I can't say what I want. To say. You just
out here in these streets.
Just out in the streets, living,
literally just doing whatever.
Right, but
whatever feels right. Whatever's clever.
Right, whatever's clever.
Yeah.
Right. But with that, in terms of couples protecting themselves, and should you use protection? Of course, the answer is always going to be yes.
Yes.
And I know some people are probably saying, well, I've been married for this amount of period of time. Why do I need to use protection now? Some people are even going so far as saying, well, I'm just with one person.
Well, let me just stop y'all thought process right now.
Right. Well, I need to use protection
before you take it too far with this protection thing. We are not talking about protection from sex.
What?
Y'all some little dirty people. Like, why y'all mind just automatically go to, I got to put a condom on now that I'm married?
Right. Yeah. Because they're probably thinking I can't raw dog.
Oh, Atkins. Oh, you in rare form too.
No, you cannot.
No. That is not what the conversation is going to be about, because using protection in your marriage, for sex is not our choice to make. Let me just be clear on that. Right. That is a decision that you and your spouse make.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
And you should not be influenced by podcasters, influencers, anybody to tell you if you should use protection or not in your bedroom.
You're trying to keep us safe from lawsuits or something, ain't you?
Well, I'm just saying, because people sit up here and allow people with a big following to dictate how they do their relationship.
True.
Even to the point of how they have sex with each other.
True. That's very true.
And so I just wanted to give that disclaimer to let you know that you hold the power to decide whether or not you use protection or not in your bedroom.
This is true. Yeah. This is true.
Yeah. Sorry to take it there and get serious on y'all, but
no. That's good, because we want to make sure that we relay a message that you should protect yourself at all times. Mm-hmm. And the way we're speaking in terms of protecting yourself, we do believe that every married couple should have a protection plan in place. Every serious relationship should have a protection plan in place. And so when we discuss and talk about protection, we're talking about protecting your marriage or protecting your serious relationship. Mm-hmm. Means that you know, being extremely careful not to protect yourself from not opening up the door of negativity towards within your marriage, what you're building, because there are a lot of negative influences that may try to come up against your marriage and your relationship, that will cause division to come in between you and your spouse or your significant other.
Exactly.
And so when we say protect yourself, or should you use protection, the answer to that question is you should use protection, because it's extremely important. So listen.
And so look, before you go on, I think it's important because I think that we should understand the meaning of words.
Of course.
Especially since we use them so frivolously.
Right.
So the definition of protection is not just condoms, right?
Okay.
Like instantly your mind shouldn't go to, I got to go get me some condoms, or I got to go get some birth control.
Right.
So protection is the act of keeping something or someone safe from harm, damage, or loss. It can also refer to the state of being protected, or a person or thing that protects.
That's good.
So this is about you protecting each other,
right,
from these worldly views of what you should and should not be,
right,
or what you should and should not do in your relationship.
Right. I think that, and then for me, when I think about protection in terms of marriage, relationships, meaning that you as an individual, you are doing your part to protect the most precious part of your marriage, of your relationship, and here's the somewhat of the catching part to that. It's not always centered around physical sex in terms of what you're trying, what you're
should
protecting. I use protection? And so what would you say? What are some things that people, married couples, relationships, whatnot, should they be protecting themselves from? What should they be protecting regarding their marriage? I know we have some that we that one, of course, one of those is, of course, loyalty and commitment.
Yeah.
Protect your loyalty and protect your commitment. And of course, you can kind of intertwine both commitment and loyalty as well in terms of definition. But I always want to protect the part of Tanya and I's marriage, meaning protect the loyalty part of it and the commitment, staying faithful, not just romantically, but also, just staying faithful and having a true loyalty and commitment to each other's well-being. And so I as a husband, I want to protect that. I'm using the protection, the God-given protection that God has given me to make sure that I protect. And some people will say even protect the, the sanctity of that or whatnot. And so real quickly, let's run through these real quickly because I know we got another meeting we got to hop into. So what? Not only that, but then also, what do you think about this? Protecting your trust.
I want to kind of go back to where you're. Give me 1 second. I want to go back to where you were talking about protecting your commitment.
Okay.
And I don't want to rush them because I know they're important. I really want us to be mindful of how we hold ourselves accountable for the things that we say we gonna do, right?
Okay.
And you can't protect your commitment if you're not holding yourself accountable for what you said you were gonna do.
Right. Okay.
So you first need to be accountable to what you're saying you're gonna do. So I said I'm gonna marry this man, be his wife, and I'm gonna do the wife things, and he gonna do the husband things, and we're gonna be happy together, and we're gonna create this marriage that God wanted us to create, right? So if I want to protect that, I have to be mindful of how things around me can affect that.
Yes.
I have to make sure that you and I have shared goals, shared values, and the vows that we said to each other on that day are being followed through.
Right.
That was my commitment to you.
Okay.
And so if I made that commitment to you, then I want to make sure that I don't allow my homegirls, right? Or my friends or any type of outside influence to try to come in and sow discord.
Right.
So that's why it's so important for me to protect the things that I said I was going to do as your wife.
Right.
And when I say I'm going to do it, I need to be true to it. And I need to be sure that it is something that I can handle,
right?
That I have the capacity to do.
Well, I think that's good. And remember, like we always say, your vision is your law in terms of the things that you forecast or speak out regarding the vision for your union.
Yeah.
And so when we put those particular goals and commitments in place, then it's left up to us to make sure that we stay true to what we have written down as law. These are
this is what we said we were going to do. This is what creates the foundation for our marriage.
Right.
And the things that create the foundation for your marriage are the most important things that you have to protect.
Right.
Because they can be tainted by social media.
Right.
The people that you're around, the places that you go to, the things that you allow your eyes to see and your ears to hear.
Right.
They can be tainted by those things. And so our goal, as marriage mentors and relationship coaches, is to teach you that if you're going to commit to someone, here's how you do it, and here's why you need to protect it.
Right.
So.
Right. No, I totally agree, because even with the shared commitment, you want to, in the protection of your shared commitment.
Yeah.
Also, you can couple in your protection of your shared vision as well.
Right.
We both have our own individual goals, but then we have shared visions, goals that
for our marriage,
right? That we have aligned together in terms of long-term goals, different values, even so far as a mission statement. One of our mission statements for us is forever be my always. We want to make sure that the conversations that not only that we have with you all, but the conversation that we have together, that there is this long lasting feeling of forever and always. And so when you really key in on that shared vision of protecting your shared vision, protecting those shared goals, then that's when you start to see things really align up to ensure that you guys, that like using us for an example, that we don't grow apart, but instead
we're growing together.
We're growing together, and we protect that part of us.
Yeah.
We protect that part of us. So
yeah, and I know we've this is the first month of 2025, right,
Right.
y'all? And we just want to encourage you to protect the vision that you set forth for the year.
right.
You know, if you're like us, we set goals for our marriage, as Akin said, and we pray over it and we make it plain. And these are things that we're asking God to do in our marriage and things that we're wanting to do for each other. So if we're creating this big vision that is being blessed by God, it's important that we protect it, because there are enemies that lie around and that hear your vision and that they hear the plans that you're making for each other and for your marriage. And of course, we know that the enemy doesn't like marriage, right? So what is it going to try to do?
He's going to break it apart,
separate. So it's important for you to protect it and to understand what is happening around you so you can set the necessary boundaries.
Right. Just like any boxing trainer would tell the boxer, protect yourself at all times. Right.
How you do it?
You did it right.
I did it right.
Protect yourself. Yeah, open your face, hold it up.
But I can't see if I do that.
Well, this is the way that they do it.
Leave a window.
Right. Well, you don't want to leave it too much because somebody may get a fist through that window.
I'm sorry, yeah, I don't know the box.
But protect yourself at all times. Protect your marriage, your relationship. Protect what means the most to you.
What's
important to you.
All in all, we came on to say that protection doesn't stop with sex.
Right.
It doesn't stop when y'all decide that we're married, now we don't have to use protection no more. It
or
literally
beforehand.
It literally changes. It switches gears because now it focuses on the person.
Right.
And what you and that person are putting together with each other.
Right.
That's it, right.
Now you said it right, but
did you understand?
I understood. I didn't understand it.
Did people understood?
I believe they did. but then at the same time, now here's what can be what's sad, and I know we got to go.
Yeah.
Is the fact that so many people are so willing to not protect themselves from a physical, intimate point of view. It's like you have so many people who are willing to give their body, but then they, I'm gonna protect my mind, I'm gonna protect my heart, but all these different things. And sometimes you can, especially when things get physical, you can mess up things.
You being real careful.
Things can be misconstrued when you open yourself up physically, sexually to someone before there is a real commitment. And so that means that when I open myself up to someone sexually before there is a real commitment, that is so backwards, because I'm trying to use this sexual commitment to get a lifelong commitment, and it don't work like that.
No, but you know what's interesting, and this is like a whole other conversation. We probably have to come back and have the rest of this conversation. But it's so interesting how people disregard the value of their bodies,
right? But not their mental status, and not the emotional status. So, in essence, all of it needs to be protected.
Everything needs to be protected about you. You are whole, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally.
Right.
You are whole.
Right.
Like, there's not a part of you that's more important than the other, because if you give more attention to one part, another part's going to suffer.
Yeah.
So you have to create balance in your life.
Yeah.
So that you can understand your total value.
Absolutely.
And not pick out something that's more important than the other.
Because now we mastering picking out certain stuff, and we're gonna pick out what's gonna be good, what's gonna work good for me. I ain't gonna use that part, but I use this part. It don't work like that.
Well,
I mean, for some people,
I'm sorry, this would be a longer conversation than what
we gotta come back. We're gonna come back and do a part two to this. But the question remains: should I use protection in my marriage? Should I use protection in my and notice we keep saying serious relationships,
monogamous relationships?
Yes.
Is that still a thing these days? Because I know some people tend to,
We're not
break
going
that
there.
word down a
Yeah.
little.
Yeah,
you know.
we're not going there.
I mean, I just heard that men weren't built to be monogamous, and I was amazed.
We're
built for?
We're not going.
Y'all built for multiple partners. Is that what we're saying here? I don't. We'll come back later.
We'll come back. We'll come back later and talk.
Thank y'all for joining us. This was a really brief conversation that we wanted to have, and we also wanted to test out our YouTube live to see how it worked too.
Yeah, looks like it worked pretty good.
Looks like it worked pretty good.
Yeah.
Worked pretty good. So thank y'all for joining us. Yeah, we're gonna come back and
we're gonna come back.
We're gonna come back because this is and I got a meeting. So
right. But before we go, listen, those of y'all who listen in too, if you got questions or whatnot, definitely that's what the comments are for. We can see them, and then next time we're going to come back this week, maybe Thursday, and come back and
I don't know, it might be tomorrow, depending.
It might be. It might be.
I don't know. I kind of like going live because I like the interaction with the people. Yeah. Okay.
But you can catch this episode on our YouTube channel too. So see y'all later. Peace out. Thank y'all for hopping on with us.
Be good to each other.